Hey everyone, John at Vermont Homesteader, and today I'm going to be harvesting some of this oregano. I already harvested it once this spring, and you can see it's come back amazingly well. It's really thick and it's lush, but it's time to pick it, and I'm just going to show you why and how you know. So if you look on that one leaf, there's some brown spots. So when the oregano starts to brown up, it might be on the edges of the leaf or in the leaf. It's definitely time to get it out of here again. It's pretty simple to do. I usually just grab a pair of scissors and you get, I don't know, you leave about 3-4 inches of the plant left. It's not an exact science. And you just give it a haircut. The oregano, I don't know, in about a month, it'll come back nice and thick like it is now, and you'll do this again. And I'm probably going to fill most of this stock pot with oregano, and you're going to see how much oregano powder it makes once it's dry. When we're done here harvesting it, we're going to go in and we're going to put it in the dehydrator. They're really not that expensive. You can pick them up on eBay or Amazon, and we're going to dehydrate all this oregano. After that, we're going to turn it into a powder, and there's a couple ways you can do that, and I'll show you that about 2 days from now after it's done in the dehydrator. And I know it's good and dry. You definitely want it really good and dry, because if there's any moisture in it at all, it'll mold. And you'll have to get rid of all your oregano, and that won't make you very happy. We planted all this from seed last year, and it grew for us last year, and it is growing for us again. It's a perennial, so it'll keep coming back. Perennials are great because you plant them once and you use it year after year. Almost done here. And we'll take it inside. See you inside, everybody. Hey again, everyone. So we're ready to dehydrate our oregano. I have 2 dehydrators here at the house. This one's a Ronco. It's a no-name brand. It's not anything special. It's plastic. Comes with plastic trays. I think there's 5 of them. Yeah, 5 of them. It doesn't have any temperature control. It doesn't have a timer on it. It's a really basic dehydrator that you can probably get for $40-50 bucks. This is I think it's called tongue tool. It's probably something out of China, but it has a timer. It has various temperature controls. It has a locking door, so we can keep our cats out. And it has 18 trays. And for this today, we're not going to use all the trays. We're going to use every other tray so that there's enough room for the oregano. And I'm going to take these off of here. I guess I can't take this one off. Get rid of this one for now because I'm not going to use it. It's not big enough for all this oregano. So it's pretty simple. You just lay the oregano down. On the tray. You don't want to overlap them too much. You want to try and space them out. In fact, we have so much oregano, I might have to use both dehydrators. Just lay it out on the tray so it doesn't overlap too much, and then just slide it in. And I'm going to skip a run and do the next one. And I will come back after I get all these trays filled, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do with the dehydrator and how long we're going to put it on for. So I've got all the oregano in the dehydrators. There was so much of it I had to use both of them. You can see in this one, this one's full, did every other row. And then this one is also full, all 5 trays. So I'm going to plug these both in. This one I'm going to set for a 12-hour period at 70 degrees Celsius. And this one doesn't have any controls, so it's just going to run. And then come the morning, I'll restart this one again. I like to dehydrate for at least 2 days because, like I said, you want to make sure all the moisture is out of it. And after 2 days, I'll come back and show you how we continue to process this once it's fully dry. And once we process it, it'll be ready for use. So we're a day into the drying process, and I have one of the dehydrators here. It's been a whole day, and I'm going to turn it on for more time, keep it at 70 degrees Celsius, and just to get a look at what's happened to the oregano. It gets very dried out, and it's probably good to bag up now, but I'm extra cautious when it comes to dehydrating, and I like to put it in for another whole day because we don't want any mold on our oregano. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. So it's been 2 days of dehydrating the oregano, and now it's time to process it, get it ready for use. This is how I've done it. You want to make sure the table is clean, and you just pull the trays out. And the reason you want the table to be clean is because we're going to drop a lot of this. It's going to end up all over the table, and you just sweep it into the bag. So we're just going to take all this oregano and put it in the bag. All the trays from both dehydrators. And when I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we do next. So I've got all the oregano out of the trays. Of course, when you get it out of the trays, some spills on the table. That's why you want a clean table. Just scrape the rest of it in here. Once you get it in here, you want to zip the bag about 80% of the way. You want to squeeze the air out of it as best you can. And then you just want to crunch it up. You just want to crunch it until you've even got the stems all crunched up. And if you don't like the stems, you can then take it after you crunch it up, and you can buy one of these little coffee grinders, and it'll grind it up into a fairly fine green powder. And you can do it either way. It all depends on what you're going to use it for. If you're just going to sprinkle it on stuff, or if you're going to use it for pasta sauce. It's pretty much a personal preference whether you want to stop when it's all crunched up, or if you want to put it in the grinder and make it a finer powder. Looking pretty good. Because there's a lot of stem in here, I'm going to grind this up. I mean, you can, I put the oregano leaves in whole when I dehydrate. If you want to take the time to pull every leaf off the stems and branches, you can. But that's a lot of work. And we have a lot of things going on around here on any given day. So I usually dehydrate them with the stems and leaves attached, and this takes care of the problem. If you don't like the stems, or if you can't crush it up enough in the bag, you just do this. And it turns it into that really green powder. Show you one more time. See, stems and everything going there. It doesn't matter because you're gonna grind it up. Or you can take the time and you can literally. I would take the leaves off before it dries though, because once it dries, everything's so brittle, it's just gonna break up in your hands when you try and take the leaves off. There you go. Dehydrated oregano. That's how we process our oregano from the garden. And then you can just take a teaspoon or tablespoon or whatever you need for a recipe and scoop it out of the jar, and you've got your own oregano. Don't need to buy it from the store anymore. This is Vermont Homesteader, and we'll bring you some more videos. I'm going to be making another cheddar cheese today. This one's going to be a cheddar dill, and it's also going to be a 6-gallon recipe for a larger cheese. And then after that, I should be being able to wrap the one that I made the other day, the 3-gallon cheese, and I'll show you how we wrap them and how we coat them with oil, and get them ready to sit downstairs in the basement for at least 3 months, and get nice and sharp cheddar down there in the cool, dark basement. But as for oregano, next time we make some pizza, I'm going to put it on. Have a great day. If you like this video and others like it on my channel, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.